Blueface recently chastised Chrisean on the phone after receiving severe criticism from him. She described their talk in a live Instagram session, stating that Blueface was frustrated with her for going out that night while he was in jail. In case you missed it, Blueface has been incarcerated for a few months and is scheduled to be freed shortly. He has voiced his displeasure that Chrisean did not come home after her night out. Following some heated discussions, the pair made up. Hi there and welcome back to Rumor Spill. In Blueface's absence, Chrisean has taken care of all of his financial obligations, including paying the rent on his temporarily closed business. She clarified that Blueface's call in the morning had made her feel even more stressed after a sleepless night and feeling ill. She felt misunderstood when he accused her of limiting her activities and neglecting her hobbies. Chrisean, feeling limited, vented her annoyance about not going out much and how it gets oppressive. Sometimes I need to let go and be myself, so I went out, she said, justifying her decision to take some time for herself. It appeared as though their relationship might be at a breaking point as she talked about the night out. Chrisean recalled Blueface's inquiry, "So you went out and didn't come home?" After learning that she had left. She gave him an encouraging response, telling him that she did, in fact, go back home afterwards. Their relationship has never been stable, but Blueface's jail sentence for breaking his probation unexpectedly rekindled their bond and put Chrisean back in the company of the guy who had let her down time and time again. Even though there was a small time of quiet, things became more heated over the weekend when Chrisean revealed additional details about their intricate relationship on another live stream. Even with a buddy keeping an eye on her, she explained that staying at home was a comforting choice for her. This action exposed a level of nuance in their connection that would be difficult for even seasoned relationship consultants to understand. Rather than going back to Blueface's house, she publicly chastised his overly sensitive nature and conceded that at times, the emotional strain became too much for her to handle. Chrisean acknowledged that she felt confined to her house while Blueface was incarcerated. She longs for independence and the chance to express herself without the limitations that his absence imposes. She needs these infrequent moments of freedom, but she puts her son's needs ahead of her wish for a carefree life. She considered the evening's events. Her dedication to motherhood was clear. In a later phone call, Blueface questioned her choice to stay away from home. With a frustrated bro, "Why are you arguing with me about going out?" Chrisean defended herself. "I'm not betraying you." She thought back to the days when Blueface used to go out, which now seemed contradictory given his recent charges. As Chrisean talked about how much she's been waiting for him to come back, it revealed this underlying tension that she compared to a siren's cry. She restored optimism during a recent live Instagram session and shared a moving scene from a court hearing. She spoke passionately about their child, who unintentionally but crucially contributed to their reunion, and how they stood at the rear of the courtroom. The difficulties they have encountered appear to have resurfaced as they retrace their relationship's beginnings. Even though this emotional reunion offered a little respite, Blueface and Chrisean's turbulent past still looms large over their future together. Though others saw their road as one filled with upheaval and sorrow from the start, Blueface's mother and ex-girlfriend have had a significant impact on their journey, making it distinctly their own. These individuals have been major causes of conflict, which may mean that it's time for them to back off and let the couple work through their complicated relationship on its own without outside interference. Chrisean was a great athlete with a bright future, gleaming as brightly as the racetrack she formerly competed on prior to her turbulent connection with Blueface. Their fan base grew as their relationship descended into instability, but at a price, some could even claim that it was at the expense of her own health and attractiveness. Their continuous journey, full of highs and lows and the unrelenting desire for personal freedom and understanding, is summed up in this story of love, conflict, and longing for independence. Amidst the turmoil of their turbulent relationship, Chrisean's pregnancy became public, resulting in the unintentional involvement of his son in his parents' turbulent affair. Emotions surrounding her pregnancy were erratic. While some rejoiced that Chrisean would finally have the family life she had always desired, others voiced worries about the kid growing up in an unstable environment. The drama intensified when, in the midst of an already difficult pregnancy, Blueface first denied ever being a father, only to have that denial refuted by indisputable DNA proof. Chrisean experienced further pain as a result of his absence at their son's birth. She persevered in the face of disaster, her newborn son serving as a symbol of hope. Still, the experience broke her heart with ongoing conflict. Amid this heartache, Chrisean rejected Blueface's attempts to reach out at a particularly vulnerable time, holding on to the hope of a new beginning and the opportunity to write a new chapter in her life story. Given her sacrifices for their relationship, it was only natural for her to voice her anger. She expressed her frustration with the repeated patterns and misconceptions about her identity and values, saying, "I've compromised my identity for this relationship. You have to have faith that what I'm doing is sincere." In an unusually open moment, she said, "If that trust isn't there, it's a personal issue that we can't really solve." In 2020, their romantic journey commenced when Chrisean became a member of Blueface's reality show, Blue Girls Club. She became the popular favorite as soon as she made an impression, fiercely competing for his attention. Their relationship was put to the test nonetheless, when Chrisean's tooth broke in a furious fight with Jaden, Blueface's ex-girlfriend and the mother of his child. Despite these early difficulties, Chrisean's career turned around after the show when she was signed to a record deal by Blueface's label. Although her turbulent personal life didn't appear to stop her from becoming famous, worries about their child's safety, who was stuck in the middle of their arguments, kept growing. Recent comments made by Chris Johan during an Instagram live session stoked rumors even more by painting Blueface in a negative light and implying that he would have rather for Chrisean to be confined to his house and concentrate only on his family. Another heated dispute was started by a straightforward night out with a few innocuous drinks, underscoring the difficulties Chrisean was facing as a new mother and depleting her energy. Chrisean's position in their public arguments has changed over time. She is now a formidable presence who can handle their arguments and seize moments of freedom from her family life. She publicly criticizes Blueface's strategies, which frequently entail entangling others in their personal problems, in an effort to deflect attention away from his flaws. It's intriguing to note that Chrisean has changed significantly in addition to Blueface's recent jail sentence for probation violations. A lot of people have praised her for the improvement, since it stands in sharp contrast to the chaos that had previously consumed her life. Their viewpoints on their relationship, though, continue to differ. As Blueface's release approaches, fans get more excited, wondering if their relationship can survive this new wave of difficulties. Their next reunion promises to be an intense show that could either strengthen their bond or cause it to break under the weight of the enormous expectations exacerbated by social media's incessant scrutiny. Will Chrisean and Blueface make it through this perilous terrain and come out stronger? Or will the weight of their present struggles, exacerbated by the media's intense attention, be too significant for their relationship to survive? The solution can be found in the developing chapters of their true story, which is captivating and provoking conversation on a variety of platforms. Subscribe Rumor Spill for more videos.